Hello, my name is Marcus, and I'm going to share with you how can you use the Star Story page on the Climber workbook. This page is supposed to be very simple and very helpful for you that is preparing for your interviews and answering questions for recruiters. So we developed this space, this blue space with 10 uh, blank star stories so you can input your own star stories. And I put a personal one as a reference for this video. This star story is called the Modular Project. It was a project that I worked on a couple of years ago. And what you do is just fill these individual cells. So first, the name of the star story, so you can reference it and remember which story you're talking about. The situation, the task. For the action, personally, I like to use this bullet point system. I think it helps me to flow while I am talking about the star story. So it's helpful for me. And the results, I like to do the same. So reduce cost by 20% for new projects, exterior finishing suited better regional trends, increasing attendance. So, but there are some people that like to do in a paragraph way, but whatever works for you. Um, and as you can see, these cells are formatted so it will adjust the height as you write more, as you add more rows. So you don't have to worry about that. And after you finish writing down the star story, the situation, task, action, and results, we left two additional roles, one for topics and one for questions. And what are those? First topics is what are the soft or even hard skills that these star story reference to? So in this example, this story references to my ability to take initiative, leadership, and to resolve conflicts. So this is a way for you to easily go back to any star story you need when you have to talk about leadership, for example. So this is a personal note for you. And what is this questions cells? What does these numbers represent? If you go on the right, to your right on this tab, you see there's an interview question bank. So we gathered common asked questions in interviews, and we assigned individual numbers for each of those. I think we have 38 here. Yeah, 38 questions. And these numbers in the star stories reference to those questions. So for example, in my star story, if I go to question number 1, tell me about a time you managed a conflict. So this first star story talks about conflict, so it answers question number 1 and also answers question number 5, 9, 10, 25, and 20, right? So this is an easy way for me when I want to practice and use this question bank. I know which star story answers that question. So how can you do that? I added a random formula here in the Google spreadsheet. You can see this number 29, and you can see there's a random formula in that cell. So how can you use this? You just need to select a blank cell. In this example, I'm selecting cell H3 and just hit backspace on your keyboard. And you see that the random number will change. And I also added conditional formatting, and you can see when the random number is 3, it will automatically highlight the question number 3. So you know exactly where to go, and you can ask that question to yourself or to a friend you're mock interviewing, so you can practice answering questions. So if you hit backspace again, it will change the formula. And this formula is also linked to these numbers you added to your star stories. So let me see if I can, there you go. So when the random number chooses a question that I have in that star story, in this example, question number 5, it highlights it as well. So this will help you to practice, because I know now that I need to, in this example, answer question number 5, and it will help me to look and see that the star story number 1 will answer question number 5. These are small and simple conditional formatting, but this will help you in your practice and your star story development. And this conditional formatting is applied to each of these cells for the 10 star stories you have, okay? And on the bottom of the question bank, you can see there's some additional links, but use your Sherpa and any additional resources he or she may provide for you in order for you to develop your star stories. Okay, I hope it helps.